Alright, update on GST. Let's see what's going on. So, since our last video, we had an absolutely crazy euphoric rally for GST. We were talking about this when it was around $6, and we were talking about the potentiality of a $10 GST, and we literally moonshotted all the way to $9.47. So, congratulations to everyone who was in that and used stop losses. I imagine you've walked away with a pretty decent amount of profit if you did include stop losses in your trade. However, we have had a huge fall off the table in the past day or so. So let's talk about what's going on for GST. So a lot of people might be wondering, why has GST fallen so hard? Well, GMT, Steppen, the app, they recently announced, I believe it was round about this area. So this says 8 hours ago, but I think we've just opened the most recent 4-hourly candle. Yeah, we've only recently opened it. So the news came out around this region that I'll just read it out for you on the Steppen app. So you can see Steppen, for a limited time, we are bringing back the double mint activity. Shoe minting only cost GMT now. So instead of GST, it costs GMT. And with that news, you can see GMT had a slight reaction to the price. I mean, we moved up a little bit, not too much. However, GST did the complete opposite, and it took an absolute landslide to the downside. So if you're like me and you still do hold a bag of GST, you might be wondering, is there any end to this? Are we ever going to find a floor? And I do think we are, because historically, at least what we're running off here, we do normally have bottoms on this 200 EMA. I would assume that the bottom is very, very near for GST. The market cap of this is a lot lower than GMT. We had an insane amount of selling volume coming in, and as far as I can tell, the move to the downside is pretty much done. I mean, we're right back into the previous accumulation range. I don't see us coming back down to the levels that it minted at. So I think the bottom is very near for GST. However, I'm still holding my GST. I do think GST is going to outperform GMT in the next coming couple of weeks, few weeks, months, whatever you want to call it. Like I said in my last video, I think it makes sense if you're holding a big bag of GMT to also include GST within that allocation. But yeah, there's not much we can talk about in today's video. We're completely breaking to the downside of your 4-hourly EMAs. Every other EMA time frame below that is invalidated as well. On the daily time frame, historically, we have had these big decreases into, I think the lowest we've gone was this EMA ribbon right here, which we're actually one down from right now. We're kind of just chilling around this region. So I do think the bottom is here or near for GST. That is really all I've got for GST. I mean, like I said, there's not an awful lot we can chart on an absolute rock falling down a hill. However, very impressive how we pretty much hit, our price target within not even a day. I mean, we were talking about this being a couple of days, and we came up here within 12 hours or so. I only wish I included more stop losses. However, it is what it is. It was a decent trade on this run up here. So that's all I've got for GST. I'm about to record a GMT video as well. If you are looking for green metaverse token analysis alongside green Satoshi token, then go check out my channel. I do provide both GMT and GST news. That is all I've got for you today. Also, one last thing before we wrap up the video, if you did want to join the Cowboy Discord, the link is in the description below. It is a great place where everyone's going to be sharing time sensitive information, chart setups, sharing memes, and just chatting as a community. So I hope to see you there. That is all I've got for you today. As always, none of this is financial advice, just my opinion on the market, and as always, peace.